Well, hello, and welcome back to Kundalini Yoga with the Eccles Art Center, guys. It's so good to be back with you after a long summer. I hope all of you had a safe and wonderful summer. We're going to be starting back this fall with another series similar to what we've done in the past, but I do have to do a shout out for the Eccles Art Center real quick. They have been wonderful about making sure we get these videos out there to you guys, even though they're not holding classes. And I need to remind everybody that is in the Ogden area that that's a big part of the community center's income is the classes they hold. So if you are enjoying these classes and taking advantage of them, please drop by and see Deborah or see Meredith about maybe doing a donation for it. I certainly don't care as far as teachers. We're donating our time as teachers to keep the center going, but please consider stopping by and making a donation to the Art Center. It's such a treasure for our community, and we've got to keep it going. Okay, that being said, the series we're going to be starting off with this fall is based on the work of a psychologist, sociologist that worked in the United States in the 1930s, clear through the 1960s and 70s. Well known for his work on motivation. What makes people tick? What makes them do the things they do? And interestingly enough, it lined up really, really well with our practice of Kundalini Yoga. As some of you may remember about Abraham Maslow, his theories were called the hierarchy of needs. There were 5 different levels that he felt like, starting at a basic level, that motivated humans to be what they are, starting with just basic life functions, then security, then our need for groups and love relationships, our need for self-esteem, and finally our need to be the best we can be, that self-actualization, to be what we really thought we were intended to be. Then later on in life, interestingly enough, as he got older and got nearer to the time when this really gets important for us old folks, he came up with a 6th level, and that being the transition to the infinite. So we'll be looking at all 6 of those levels during this series this fall. We're going to start out with that most basic one, what Maslow called the physiological needs, the basic food, water, warmth, just what keeps you alive. In Kundalini Yoga, these are the functions of the root chakra. So that's where we're going to start out today. And we're going to do a Kriya that works with probably the core benefit, the core energy user of the root chakra, and that's the elimination process. We spend our lives taking in food, water, information, energy, constantly soaking up all of this stuff that ends up with waste products that we have to be able to get rid of. If we don't get rid of it, it can clog up and cause those most basic functions of life to be practically impossible. So that's why in Kundalini Yoga, that level 1 that Maslow talked about is very similar. We've got to be able to get rid of as much as we take in to make it more space for that constant increased energy. So this first Kriya we're going to work on is for elimination, and it starts with an asana called the Vatskar Kriya. And this Kriya, you're going to use sips. You're not going to breathe in through your nose. You're going to use sips of air to inflate, and remember, we're going to pump clear out. But before we get this Kriya started, let's get tuned in so that we can get our maximum energy, and then I'll explain how this Kriya works for you. So let's bring our hands to the center of our chest, and we're going to get ourselves basically energy-wise tuned in. So deep breath in. Om Namo Guru De Namo. Om Namo Guru De Namo. Relax your hands into your lap. Feel that shift in your energy as we prepare to do this first Kriya. Feel how it settles into you, kind of locks you into place, locks you into the ground, gives you that foundation. And now let's start that first breath for the Kriya. Like I mentioned before, we're not going to breathe in through our nose with this one. We're going to use our mouth in sips and kind of inflate your tummy. So we're really inflating that diaphragmatic breath with just sips until you're so full you can't sip anymore in. And when you get it all in, begin to rotate your stomach to the left. Rotating to the left. If you're a belly dancer, this is probably easy for you. For the rest of us, concentrate on isolating those belly muscles and make them roll. Now, this is going to sound hard and may take you a couple of times through this to get this. But when you are halfway through how long you can hold your breath, I want you to switch and start rotating to the right. Okay, halfway through that breath hold. So we've inhaled with sips, we've held the breath, we're rolling to the left. When I get halfway, I start rolling to the right. When I'm to the point I can't go any longer holding my breath, I'm gonna get real straight spine, pull my chin straight towards my Adam's apple with the neck lock, and then exhale through the nose. Then do it again. We're gonna do this 3 full times, where you'll sip all the air in till your diaphragm is full, rotate left for half the breath, rotate right for the other half the breath, sit up straight and exhale through the nose. Give that a try. Now, before we go, remember just to tuck this in notes in the back of your mind. Do this on an empty stomach. So this is one of those that as you're doing your morning sadhana and maybe right before you go to bed or during a time when you can do this Kriya with an empty stomach, and don't do it more than twice a day. It really changes the acid alkaline balance in your stomach. And so I don't want you to do this one more than twice a day. Give it a try. The sipped in breath, rotate left, halfway, rotate right, sit up straight, exhale through the nose. I'll be here when you get back. Hopefully that wasn't too complicated. This next one I think is really fun and funny. It uses a pose that we've done hundreds of times in our practice called baby pose, which is a really wonderful, relaxing pose. And it's up on our knees, and you'll recall with baby pose, the palms are up by your hips, and your forehead goes to the ground. So that's basically how you're going to be doing this one, but we're going to change it by, we're going to imagine we've got a great big heavy tail coming off of the end of our tailbone, just like a giant dog. And I want you to wag that tail. And we're going to do that for a full 3 minutes. This seems like this would be really easy, but you're going to feel this in your heart. It's going to increase your heartbeat just a little bit because I want you to work at it that much of really wagging that tail. And if you smile, that's great. It makes it just that much easier. But give me 3 minutes of good tail wagging, and then I'm going to give you a 5-minute rest. Just relax when you get it done. And after you've gotten the 3 minutes done and your little 5-minute rest, come on back and we'll be ready to move on with the rest of the Kriya. Give it a try. Well, welcome back. Hopefully you got a kick out of that one. I enjoy it every time I do it. I think it's a fun one. This next one is easy in that it doesn't have a lot to it, but by the time you get finished, you'll know you've been doing some work. This is really good for the waistline, for the stomach muscles, but you just lie on your back, point the toes, and bring your feet about 3 feet off the ground. So it's not real far down. It's not like when we're doing stretch pose. It's quite a bit easier than that. You're up about 3 feet off the ground, long, deep breathing. And I need you to do it for at least 2 minutes, preferably 3 if you can. Shoot for 3 minutes, but I need at least 2 minutes. This is doing a lot of internal work, also waistline work, but gallbladder work, doing some excellent internal work for you. So give that a try. I'll be here when you get back. Okay, welcome back. Hopefully that one wasn't too hard. We're still going to be on our back for this next one, but it's a little bit easier because we go clear over onto our back, grab our toes, and then rock from the neck to the tailbone. And this motion is really doing a tremendous amount to help massage those toxins out of your back in an area that doesn't get as much touch, doesn't get as much pressure. And so manually doing that by rocking on your back is really going to help flush out the circulatory system and balance the nerves in the back. So give that a shot, and I'll see you as soon as you get back. Well, welcome back. This next one is one of my very favorite breathing patterns. It's a wonderful part of this Kriya, and it also works really, really well just to give you an overall sense of balance. It's called alternate nostril breathing, and it starts out, we block our right nostril with our thumb, and we inhale through the left nostril, then block off the left nostril. Classically, you used your little finger, but if you want to use your index finger, that's fine. Block off the left nostril, exhale right, inhale right, block off with your thumb, exhale left, inhale left, block off left, exhale right, inhale right, and continue in that pattern for the next 3 minutes. This does a tremendous amount to distribute pranic energy, balance the brain, and it also stimulates the thyroid and the parathyroid. So give that a shot. Excellent thing to add into your practice. I'll be here when you get back. Well, welcome back. We've got a couple more real easy ones left in this Kriya. The next asana is lock your fingers together right in front of you, 3 or 4 inches off your chest. As you inhale, turn your head all the way to the left, go full to the limit, slowly exhale all the way to the right. Inhale left, exhale right, and continue that for me for 3 minutes. Just smoothly and gently. It doesn't have to be fast, just a long, slow inhale left, exhale right, and continue that for 3 minutes for me. I'll see you in a minute. Okay, welcome back. Now the next 2 I'm going to kind of bring together. It's actually 2 different asanas, but the 8th one runs right into the 7th. So you're going to be still in easy pose, just like you are now. You're going to bring the arms straight out, parallel to the ground, and then start rotating them in a backward direction, like you were swimming backwards. And I want you to continue this for a full minute, just rotating them backwards. This motion is bringing a lot of strength into your electromagnetic field, really brightening up your aura. And as soon as you do this for 1 minute, and that's why I'm going to go ahead and put these 2 together, I want you to stop with your arms straight out and bring your fingertips to your shoulders. Now take a deep, deep inhale and hold it, and feel that energy circulating. Circulate that energy, circulate it, circulate it. As you exhale, feel the energy go out to all the parts of your body. And take the time to just relax there for a minute or so. Feel that energy. And then I'd like you to go ahead and lay over onto your back. We always do a few minutes of corpse pose so that you can really gather the benefit of that Kriya. So I'd like you to be over onto your back for at least 5 or 6 minutes, but try to give it 11 minutes so that you can really absorb all that energy from that Kriya. When you get done with that, I'll be waiting here for you, and I've got a real nice meditation for you. So we'll see you when you get back. Well, welcome back. Hopefully you had a nice rest after that Kriya and you feel really energized from that. This meditation we're going to do today is called the Chia Kriya, and it's a Kriya to surround yourself with protection is the whole purpose for this. It's pretty simple. It's got a very nice mantra, but it can be a little bit confusing when we first get started. So it may take you just a little bit. The mantra is just, and I want you to pay attention to the rolling of the R's because that's important for the acupressure inside your mouth. So Har, Hare, Hari, Wahe, Guru. Har, Hare, Hari, Wahe, Guru. So the way that we're going to use the Gyan Mudra throughout, so your index finger to your thumb throughout, and we're going to start with our arms straight out to the sides with our hands facing forward. Then with that, we're going to chant Har. Then without bringing your hands to your shoulders, move them to this position. Your palms are down. Your elbows are pretty much by your sides. Your forearms are straight out in front of you. So bring your forearms back just a little bit by your sides. And then we chant with that, Hare. And then we bring our hands up by our shoulders, Hari. So that was Har, Hare, Hari. That's the first three, okay? Har, Hare, Hari. Now, we're going to do that same thing again, but we're going to be Wa, He, Guru. Wa, He, Guru. So let's put it all together. Har, Hare, Hari, Wa, He, Guru. Har, Hare, Hari, Wa, He, Guru. Okay, that is going to continue for 11 minutes. You'll keep doing that same exact pattern. Then to finish, when you get to the end of it, I want you to keep your hands in this final position where you were with Guru. I want you to inhale as deep as you can, hold your breath 15 to 20 seconds, and squeeze your whole upper body, your chest, just squeeze it as hard as you can, and then do it 2 more times. So 3 times total, you'll do that inhale and squeeze. So remember, the pattern was Har, Hare, Hari, Wa, He, Guru. Give it a try. I'll see you when you get back, and we'll finish up. Well, fantastic. I hope that went well for you. I hope that you enjoyed that meditation. This has been a great session for level 1. Please enjoy it, look through it as many times as you need, and get in touch with me if you have questions about that. You can get in touch with me through the Eccles Art Center. Let's bring it to a close with the traditional song we always sing at the end of a Kundalini Yoga session, and that is The Longtime Sun. Bring our hands together at the center of our chest, deep breath in. Oh, may the long-time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. Oh, may the long-time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on, guide your way on. Sat. Satnam, and I'll see you next week.